Now I think I've deserved a little chat. You're Reverend Winters, right?
Indeed, Hugh Winters at your service. And who might you be?
The name is Rain, Kathy Rain. I'm a private investigator.
Oh, I see. Another one. Very well, ask your questions then.
So, the reason I really came here was to ask about the Soothsayer.
Very well, go ahead.
Were you the one who found the murder victim?
His name was Ben. Remember that, and yes, I was. It was in the rectory, right here behind us.
Do you mind if I have a look inside?
Yes, I mind. It's my home. But the police already ransacked the place, and we had the whole room refurbished for the reconsecration.
I understand. Can you walk me through what happened that night, then?
Well, I came back late, after traveling. The front door was unlocked, which is unusual, but not overly alarming. I entered and kept quiet in case Ben was asleep, but it didn't take long for me to notice that his bedroom door was wide open. That's when my eye caught the shadow of his hanging body. I ran up to the doorway and saw him on full display, and, well, I froze from shock. It was immediately clear that there was nothing I could do. He wasn't moving, he wasn't making a sound, and his face was blue. The world didn't make sense until I got my bearings. Took a small step and heard the cracks of broken glass under my shoe. I saw the mirror shards and I realized that he didn't do that to himself. Someone must have done it to him. I carefully backed out of the room, called the emergency services, and they arrived shortly thereafter.
Did you notice any other relevant details in the room?
No, like I said, I was in shock. My friend was dead, murdered. I needed to get the authorities there, and I had to go pray.
Understandable. Who do you think did this to Ben?
I don't know. But he had plans to meet someone that night. A lost soul, he said. I never inquired in detail, saw no need to ask more. Now I obviously wish I had.
Did Ben keep records of his meetings?
He did, but none were found, so I can only assume that the killer disposed of them.
Sounds likely. Was there anyone that he was seeing like this regularly?
I'm sure. I wouldn't know any specifics. I haven't been involved in that work lately.
I see. Thanks. What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Except for Ben, I don't know much about any of these murder victims.
If you don't mind me asking, what was Ben like as a person?
I'm glad you asked, because these days most people know him as Ben, the murder victim. Isn't it a tragedy how a man's life's work can be so utterly overshadowed by his final moments?
Tragic indeed. Perhaps you can help me get a more nuanced view?
I'll try. Ben was a good man, a good Christian, and he always managed to stay optimistic despite leading quite a difficult life.
Difficult how?
I shouldn't say. He wouldn't want me to share all of his secrets. But trust me, he carried great pain.
Fair enough. Did he have any immediate family?
No, and he never married. He had distant relatives out of state, but as far as I know, they were estranged.
Okay. Next of kin?
Never came into play. He had a written will and left everything to charity.
Got it. Thanks. What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Well, they're pagan instruments used for millennia. It would seem to me they have some ritualistic purpose for the Soothsayer.
What makes you say that? Couldn't they just be a signature or a decoy even?
No, I was there. That room, it was a place of sacrifice. The view of my departed friend was a monstrous display. I shall never forget it.
Care to tell me about your church?
Well, the King of Kings is a Catholic church with roots nearly as old as the city itself. These days, we're a fairly small congregation, around 200 active parishioners.
I see. So, how long have you been a priest here?
Coming up on 30 years now.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
I suppose so, yes. But I've been nothing but content here, until the murder, that is. Things will never be the same.
Yeah, I can imagine. Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
Never heard of it.
Have you ever heard of a drug called pyre?
I haven't, no. Why would you ask that?
Drug tests have shown that the Soothsayer victims had pyre in their bloodstream when they were killed.
That's preposterous. Ben wouldn't go near anything like that. He didn't even drink coffee.
Covertly drugged then, maybe? Or coerced?
Something along those lines. The Ben I knew would never voluntarily abuse narcotics.
Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
I don't know.
Do you know the Club of Hearts?
It may come as a shock to you, but I'm not the clubbing type.
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, my child.
Care to tell me about your church?
Well, the King of Kings is a... These days, we're fairly...
I see.
Coming up...
Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't want to ask. Forgive my ignorance, but what is a rectory exactly?
A rectory houses the living quarters for the serving pastor. Me, that is. And it also contains office space and guest rooms for other important members of the congregation.
You've got quite a nice plot here in the middle of the city.
I suppose so, yes. It wasn't that special when the church was founded, but the city grew quite quickly around it when the mining in this area took off.
I don't want to ask. I'm glad we managed to resuscitate your old bird, even though I rarely tinker with anything that has more than 2 wheels.
Heh, biker, born and bred, are you? I used to drive a Zenkai in my younger days.
Oh, no shit. That's neat. I don't want to ask. All right, that's all. I'll let you get back to the repairs.
Very well. Take care, young lady.
All right, looks like that's all I'll be able to learn about the deacon here today. Oh god, that thing is hideous. If it wasn't for the atrocious backdrop, those could have actually provided some cozy ambiance. Good selection. I'm partial to cacti myself. Not a big fan of the flower, but roasted seeds? Yum.
Oh, my lord.
What? Did I step in something nasty on my way here?
Have you attended to your root chakra lately?
I can't say I've been keeping tabs on that one.
Oh, you're such a treasure. Oh, how do I put this? Your root chakra is dog shit. It's a really crappy chakra. If I was a doctor and we were talking about your knee or shoulder, I would suggest just cutting it off. Just cut it right off. It's that bad.
Tell me how you really feel.
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. My chakras are in balance, from my toes all the way to the top of my noggin.
That's just peachy. Look, Eileen told you I was coming, right?
Oh, you're her! Oh, that's marvelous! Oh, wow. Okay.
What the heck is going on?
I'm sorry, but I can't have such blatant discord in my home. Take this pendant, love. I need a single photograph of you wearing it. Lotus position. Find a place in nature touched by fire, earth, and wind.
I have no idea what you just said.
That's funny. See you later.
What a weirdo. If I want her help, I guess I need to find a spot to take that photo. Fire, earth, wind. For the chakra photo that Meadow wants, I'm supposed to find someplace associated with fire, earth, and wind. I already looked here. That should be it. I better get this back to Meadow.
Enter. Wow, look at you! You're positively glowing!
Thanks, I guess. I took that picture you wanted.
Oh, that's okay. I can see that your chakra is well taken care of. Oh, aren't you supposed to have scars, though?
Scars? What are you on about? I've got plenty of emotional ones, if that counts.
Oh, never mind. I must be confusing you with someone else. Have a seat, love.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Quite the enigma, aren't they? A soothsayer is a seer, a pursuer of wisdom. An obsessive search for truth often leads down a dark and twisted path. Perhaps that is what happened to our killer?
So do you think the Soothsayer is legit? The business with the mirrors isn't just for show?
Oh, I'm just a silly Wicca. But wouldn't it be goofy to go through all of that trouble just to make everyone think there's something they're not?
Yeah, I guess. What do you know about Deborah Sinclair, the latest Soothsayer victim?
I don't stay up to date on murders and stuff like that. No offense.
So, Eileen tells me you know a thing or two about scrying mirrors?
You could say that. I am a practicing clairvoyant. What do you want to know?
What can a scrying mirror be used for?
A scrying mirror is a powerful artifact that can be used to channel the astral realm, perform divination, and even commune with spirits.
Ah, can you walk me through your scrying process?
Sure. First off, the room should be dimly lit, preferably by candlelight. I like to use sage smoke to cleanse the air, and then I establish a protective circle to keep any negative energies at bay. I gently place the mirror in a steady position where I can look into it without using my hands. I make sure that the surface is clean and polished. I sit down, relax, calm my thoughts, and close my eyes. I visualize my intent, the knowledge I seek. When I'm ready, I open my eyes and gaze through, not into, the mirror.
I see. And this is when you're supposed to get the visions?
With some patience, yes. The scrying is not always successful, mind you. Spirits are a fickle bunch.
Why is obsidian used in traditional scrying mirrors?
Because of its rich mystical potency, of course. Obsidian is strongly grounded in the astral plane, which makes it ideal not only as a vessel for divination, but also for protecting the scryer and cleansing any negative energies.
So it's pretty much spiritual duct tape?
Spot on, sister.
Where can I get a scrying mirror?
You're in luck. I have a spare one right here. Someone I don't like left it after a botched divination, so I'm totally fine with giving it to you and pretending I never saw it.
Sure. Thanks.
Oh, and just so you know, this is just made of painted glass. All serious practitioners use obsidian mirrors, so don't expect too much, okay?
I'll try to keep my expectations in check. Can we do a scrying session together?
Sure. I charge $250 per session. I can pen you in next week?
I think I'll pass on that one. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
No churches for me. Certified heathen over here.
Huh. We should form a club. Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
Nope, not a motel enthusiast.
Have you heard of a drug called pyre?
Nope, good old shrooms are my kind of high.
Huh, I can see that. Not a fan of psychedelics myself. This gal's got a truckload of emotional baggage, way too much fuel for bad trips. Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
Of course. She's the one and only queen of the Club of Hearts.
Yeah? Are you two friendly?
Oh no, I'm just a mere patron at her club. I would be surprised if she knew I existed.
I see on this poster of yours that you're familiar with the Club of Hearts.
Yep, it's one of my favorite spots in the city.
Yeah? What's so great about it?
Oh, everything. The vibe, the poetry, the people.
Sounds interesting. I'm planning to check the place out tomorrow.
Oh, that's super neat. I'm sure it'll do wonders for your chakras. They're still pretty crappy, you know.
Ah, yeah. I bet they are. I don't want to ask her about that. Nice dream catchers.
Thanks, love. I made them myself.
This incense here is, pungent.
Thanks. Do you want to know the secret?
Sure.
Smelling salts.
Uh-huh. I see on this poster of yours that you're familiar with the Club of Hearts.
Yep.
Yeah?
Oh,
Sounds interesting. Yeah. What's that glowy thing on your fridge?
don't worry about that. It's perfectly harmless.
Do you want to see the photo I took when I, realigned my chakras?
Oh, no need. That photo was for you, not me.
Do you want to see the...
Oh, no.
Do you want this back?
You should hold on to it.
Time for me to go. See ya.
Bye now.
I don't want to dust that. I don't want to dust that. I don't want to. 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 I don't want. I don't want to. It's the cheap scrying mirror that Meadow gave me. The mirror surface consists of painted glass. I should look for clues about Deborah's murder, but that doesn't need a photo. That doesn't need... Ugh, the things I'm willing to do for a case. I don't think that would accomplish... There's something shiny stuck here between the floorboards. Gah. I can't pry it with my bare fingers. Whoa. It's an obsidian shard. This must be from the mirror left at the murder scene. Wow. There's an actual print. The shard is powdered with a clearly visible fingerprint. All right, gotta be careful. There we go, nice clean print. I'll grab the shard too.
Oh, good day, officer.
Mr. Mulkins, the forensic seals have been broken. Are you responsible?
Me? Of course not. Look at me. Do you think I could even manage those stairs?
I will investigate. Don't go anywhere.
As if I'd get far. This thing ain't got a rocket engine strapped on the back, you know?
Ever the quipster, Mr. Mulkins.
Shit! I can't let him come in here and find me. That won't help me hide. That won't help me hide. Not enough space to hide under. That won't help.
Hey! Hold it right there!
That won't help. That won't.
Hey! Hold it right there!
That won't help. That won't help. That won't. That won't help. That won't. That won't.
Hey! Hold it right there! Hey!
Phew. That was close. The door's locked. Better lock this up.
Close one, huh, Kathy?
Sure was. Thanks for the assist, Randy. You're the man.
Ah, shucks. Couldn't let a fellow fan get in trouble. Oh, and by the way, did you check the mailbox?
Not yet, but that's not a bad idea.
Go for it. I'll keep watch.
It's got a lock on it. Guess. Ugh, nothing but a stupid brochure inside. What a letdown. These are the local rangers, huh? Probably not worth trying to question any of them right now. They're as likely to be tight-lipped about Deborah as the cops. I'll keep the brochure, though. Might be relevant later. These are the... I'll keep the brochure. It's getting late. I better get back to the office so I don't end up missing Josh.
Hey, gorgeous.
Oh, hey, Josh. Come on in. How are you, bud? Everything going okay over at the precinct?
I guess. Things are tense. The higher-ups are breathing down our necks with all this Soothsayer bullshit.
Yeah, I can imagine. But don't you worry. I'm gonna get the Soothsayer out of your hair.
That so? You know something we don't?
Maybe. Let's start with a few questions.
This should be good.
So, the Soothsayer. Got any juicy inside info to share?
I wish, but the press is all caught up with me now. I'm not part of the task force, so...
Ah, they're keeping things compartmentalized?
To the extreme. After the press leaks, they put a big lid on the case. Everything's handled on a need-to-know basis.
I see. The feds still aren't involved, though, are they?
Nah, not last I heard. The chief fought tooth and nail for that.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Like I said, I'm out of the loop on the Soothsayer. I can't give any details on that.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Not much. I didn't even know they existed before they popped up in relation to the killings.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Not really. I just know it was where one of those murders took place.
Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
I am, but only in the context of the Soothsayer case. I'm sure you know those details already.
So, you're in the drug unit. You must have heard of Pyre.
Yeah, that's an odd one. Novel narcotic, highly hallucinogenic.
What is Pyre exactly?
It's a new product, so we don't have a chemical breakdown yet, but early analysis suggests a synthetic compound. It's usually encapsulated in pills, but supposedly some injected too.
What do you know about the origins of Pyre?
Less than I'd like. We suspect it's locally made, but that's just our working theory based on the territory we found it in.
And what territory is that?
Within the city limits and surrounding areas.
Do you have any leads on the Pyre dealers?
Nope, and not for lack of trying. These fuckers are friggin' Houdinis. Every meth head has a story about them stranger than the next. Alien abductions, government experiments, you name it.
Huh. What do you think the deal is, personally?
My gut feeling is that this is a new actor on the scene, and they're being real careful not to rustle any feathers.
Whose feathers? Rival gangs?
Yep, my informants tell me that there are some bad people out for blood. They don't like competition.
Interesting. Someone told me that Pyre was handed out for free. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, I've heard similar stories. I wouldn't read too much into it, though. Things like that are common business tactics in these circles.
What about Pyre being connected to the Soothsayer killings?
That's news to me, but they have seniors from narcotics on the task force, so it's possible they're looking at that angle.
Do you know who Hannah Verdu is?
Sure, rich socialite with ties to organized crime. She's been on our radar for a while now.
Interesting. Can you elaborate?
I've already said too much.
Do you know the Club of Hearts?
Yeah, I'm aware of it. Never seen the place myself, though.
I don't want to ask. I need to ask you a favor. I've got this print that I need to run.
Oh, yeah? This have something to do with the Soothsayer?
The less you know, the better, I think.
Sounds like a risky proposition. What's in it for me?
Well, this girl would be very, very grateful.
That's so? Well, if you put it that way...
Great. Here it is.
Okay. No guarantees, though. And it'll take time. Like I said, things are tense at the station right now.
I have faith in you, Josh. I could, but I think I'd rather keep that to myself for the time being. It's the one clue advantage I have over the cops right now. I don't want to show that. What do you know about scrying?
Not much. Cute photo. What's the story?
Too silly to say out loud. Let's just say it's me going above and beyond for a case.
Those aren't your usual colors, are they?
Yeah, normally I wouldn't be caught dead wearing something like this. I don't want to show that to him. Thanks for stopping by. I have some other things I need to deal with now.
Already? Aren't you a busy bee? Nightcap before I go?
Oh, I wish, but one drink turns into multiple, and you know, this gal ain't got no time for that.
You're no fun. Well, later, babe.
See ya. Okay, that's sorted. It might be worthwhile to head over to Lucas. Maybe he's had more luck with some of the clues that led nowhere for me.
Come on in. Hey, kid. Solved the case yet?
I wish. I just, happened to be in the neighborhood. Thought I'd stop by.
Uh-huh. Make yourself at home. Let me know if you want to discuss the case.
Sure thing, will do. Hawaii is Lucas's vacation spot. He has some pipe dream about getting a place there when he retires. Lucas has worn that old rag forever. The poor thing is falling apart at the seams. No way. I can't stand that stupid clicking sound. Looks like Lucas has plotted out all the Soothsayer murders here on a map. I don't see any obvious pattern. Just some old case files. I don't need to bother with these. Just some old news coverage of a big case Lucas solved in the 80s. Mob-related. Got pretty hairy, he told me. Pretty standard literature in the PI biz. I have copies of most of these back in my office. I've always been jealous of this view. It was the one thing I couldn't hope to match when I set up Rain Investigations. A case for a Magnum revolver. That's where Lucas keeps his peace when he's not out in the field. Old pictures of Lucas and his army buddies. He served in Vietnam. Lucas's favorite brand of whiskey. Despite my recent bout with it, I much prefer tequila. Man, I can smell those thick, juicy ones from here. Better stay clear for my own good. So, you were in my dream yesterday.
Oh, my condolences.
Yeah, it was creepy as hell. You kept ranting about your retirement and turned into a zombie.
Ha! Sounds like every other day at the office. You sure you were dreaming, kid?
Huh, yeah. I guess it could have been real life. Anyways, wanna discuss the case?
You bet. What you got?
The Soothsayer is turning out to be quite an absorbing case.
Uh-huh. Are you sure it's the case? I can see those dollar signs in your eyes.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I am itching for that money, but I mean, it's not every day we get to investigate a serial killer, right?
It's definitely a first, even for this old-timer.
Anyway, I haven't found any solid links between the victims, have you? They seem arbitrarily chosen to me.
A varied bunch indeed. Different genders, ages, occupations, social class. Not much in common between the 5 murder scenes either. I'm as stumped as you.
So, Deborah Sinclair, huh? I gotta say, the Soothsayer is gutsy going after a celebrity like that.
Gutsy or riddled with hubris? That's the question. Hopefully it's the latter, and he got sloppy somewhere.
Luckily for me, the cops were the sloppy ones. I found a little something they left behind in the cabin.
Atta girl. No such luck for me. I went there and some weird-ass fan of Sinclair got in my way.
Oh God, bested by Randy? You're losing it, Lucas.
Bah. I bet that chubby paraplegic took a quick look at a girl like you and let you do whatever the hell you wanted.
You wish. Take your sexist excuses elsewhere, old man.
Yeah. What'd you find anyway?
Oh, nothing big, just a fingerprint on a mirror shard.
Holy moly. That could break the case wide open.
Don't I know it? I asked a contact at the KPD to run it for me.
Trustworthy, I hope? You might as well take that shit to the task force.
Nah, it's all good. Unlike my boy Randy, this guy actually wants to get in my pants. So, that Jane Doe, the burned woman, it's taking some time to ID her, it seems.
Indeed. Whoever she was, it appears she wasn't missed much.
Now ain't that fucking sad? Some trafficking victim, maybe?
It's possible. Vulnerable people like that are often preyed upon by serial killers.
I guess so. But I don't know, this guy seems more unpredictable than your average murderer.
Agreed. We shouldn't forget that our guy has a tendency to defy pattern.
Let's talk about Deacon Townsend.
Sure. What do you think of that one?
Well, I wonder how the heck the Soothsayer managed to convince him to hang himself.
That's the question, isn't it? Every source I talk to paints the deacon as nothing but a devout Christian.
Maybe he wasn't as devout as he led people to believe. For all we know, he could have been a willing sacrifice.
I don't think so. My gut says he was betrayed by our bad guy.
Your gut, huh? We should probably trust that. It's pretty sizable after all.
Oof. Low blow, kid.
What's your take on the scrying mirrors?
Well, I don't think they're just calling cards. Whatever drives our bad guy, the mirrors play an important part.
Yeah, probably some fucked up occult ritual. Reverend Winters thought the murder scene looked like a sacrificial room.
Oh, wow. That old grouch talked to you. He wouldn't give me the time of day. I'm impressed.
What can I say? I'm a people person.
Ah, fuck off.
Do you know much about the King of Kings?
Nope. I only know it in relation to the murder.
What are your thoughts on the second victim, Eric Holloway?
Well, I'm not surprised the cops got it wrong at first. He certainly fits the profile of a suicide victim, given the rumors of depression and what happened to his ex, Sarah.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why the Soothsayer chose him?
Could be. It'd certainly be easier to isolate a vulnerable person like that. Did you go to the apartment building?
I did. Managed to squeeze some info out of the neighbor next door. Had to grit my teeth and pretend to be a devout Christian, but I powered through it.
Probably not the last time you had to do that. What did you learn then?
Well, apparently Eric had a drug problem, and he was also engaging in a lot of casual hookups.
Interesting. I suppose it's not uncommon to get caught up in addictions after a trauma like that.
So, Rose Taylor, the first victim, I hit kind of a brick wall there.
Yeah, been a while since that one. The husband wasn't very agreeable, I take it.
He told me, and I quote, "Eat shit and die."
Ha! Well, I caught the guy before he got fed up with us. He had some interesting things to say.
Oh, do tell.
Now, quid pro quo, remember? What do I get?
Not sure. Let's keep talking. Maybe I know something you don't. What do you know about the Azure Sky Motel?
Well, we both know that the first killing took place there. Other than that, I don't have any interesting tidbits to share. Seems like any other motel.
Yeah, that's my take too. What do you think of the Pyre angle?
The what angle?
Oh, wow, Lucas. Am I ahead of you already?
Looks that way. Perhaps it's time for a trade.
How about Rose's husband? Sounds like he told you something juicy.
Sure, that's a fair trade. Ladies first?
If you insist. So, apparently, there's this new drug on the street called Pyre. And the Soothsayer victims all had it in their bloodstream when they died.
Whoa, if this information is good, it must be part of the Soothsayer's MO.
Yes. It could also explain why some of the victims didn't resist, right? Pyre is a powerful hallucinogen, so they probably didn't even realize what was happening.
Not a bad theory. What else do you know about the drug then?
Your turn first. Orson Taylor.
Fair enough. So he and his wife, their marriage was a train wreck. They were going through a divorce.
Just like every other marriage in '98. Did he tell you why?
No, but I can read between the lines. Infidelity on her part.
Got anything concrete on this supposed lover?
Nope, and not for a lack of trying. I suspect the guy probably doesn't want to deal with the publicity after the murder, even if he had nothing to do with it.
Hardly more than a hunch, Lucas. What else have you got?
Well, you're aware of what line of work Rose was in, right?
The paper said she was a nurse. Why?
I dug up her employment history, and guess where she used to work a couple of years back?
Enough buildup, Lucas. Out with it.
Your mom's place. Angstrom's.
Oh, fuck. Really? That's one hell of a coincidence.
Just my reaction. Have you seen your mother lately?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, do with this what you will. Maybe she knows something about Rose. That's all I got. Your turn.
All right. So the pyre dealers like privacy, and they've managed to stay out of reach of both the law and rival criminals.
Interesting. How'd they manage to do that?
Obscure dealing practices, for one. I haven't got any first-hand information, but rumors say that they find dope fiends and give them pyre for free.
Huh, very strange. I'll need to look into this further.
You do that. As for me, I guess I'll have to go to Ingstrom's tomorrow. Fuck me. Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
Nah, should I?
Not really, just curious. Do you know the Club of Hearts?
Nope. Any relation to the murders?
Nah, just might be a useful source there. I don't want to ask him about that. We already discussed that. I got this from a friend. Figured it might be useful to have a reference mirror.
Sounds like an excuse to me. I think somebody is feeling an urge for a seance.
Huh, yeah, you caught me. I don't want to ask him about that.
What's that? Some, gay pride thing?
Not quite, Lucas. It's a chakra pendant.
Ah, never thought you'd be into tantra stuff. But hey, whatever floats your boat.
Apparently some mystery person dropped this in my mailbox.
Interesting. Someone must be trying to give you advice. New shy friend?
Either that or I'm being messed with. I don't like it. I don't want to ask him about that.
Ah, I see that you're putting my parting gift to good use.
You bet. I love this thing, Lucas.
I'm glad.